How's it going? Aggy here. We're at Paul Coudercs Backyard Battle 2024, somewhere southern France and in the countryside. How's the views? Figured, yeah, let's give you guys a quick bike check. This is my 2024 Forbidden Druid. So when I first started looking into the Forbidden bikes, you know, I've always built like a slope-duro bike, jib bike, and this is kind of the first bike I looked at in creating that. And Dylan Butcher had built a unique build, very similar, dual 27.5, so I was hitting him up right away, trying to figure out what he did to make it work, and it wasn't really all that hard, you know, just a slightly bigger fork in the front, brings the BB up, geometry stays the same, and it's just really fun. You know, I'm old school guy, you know, I grew up in the 26 era, so, you know, I like the smaller wheels, especially for this stuff. It just makes more sense. Sensus Swayze lights, created a 7-speed axis, running the Zab up front, 160 to bring that BB up, and got a Vivid Air in here, nice big burly shock. Got a nice tune on the fork and the shock from the folks over at Fluid. I'm riding a medium here. The medium is definitely, sorry, it's S2, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be small, medium, large. There's no XS, so it's S2.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm running the S2. It's medium. I'm 5'9", so I'm kind of right in that bubble there. And for this bike in this setup, I want to be a little bit tighter on my full 29 Druid, like that's dedicated to like trail and enduro riding. You know, I'm running a large on that, but for jibbing, tricking, jumps, medium's kind of my go-to right now. Faster tires, these are the dissectors, 165 cranks, running a little shorter. So running the Chromate Cockpit here, we got a Foo 40, running the Rizza stem, running a 38 mil reach. So like I said, I'm 5'9", I'm running the, I believe it's S2 medium. I'm kind of in between medium and large sizes. I run the 35 mil stem on the large, and so just to give me that little bit more reach, I went to 38. I cut the bars down. I don't know the mils, but I think we're at like 29 inches. And just a little bit narrower, you know, for doing tricks and stuff. And yeah, that's the Cockpit. I do have this really cool RockShox. I think it was called the Turnbuckle. Could be wrong, but this has got to be over 10 years old. This was like, you know, on the last bike I compete on slopestyle with, and I've just been kind of using them on every kind of slope-duro bike I built ever since. So it's just kind of like that staple thing that I have, and you know, it's kind of unique to me. Really love this limited saddle here, running the Scarab pedals. Yeah. So yeah, for the wheels, I'm running some really awesome Canadian carbon, locally made out of Kamloops, laced on some i9 hubs, some speedy tires, and yeah, this is just a great combo. So I've started out with between 40 and 43 PSI in the tires, so a little higher, not too high, but a firmer PSI. I can't remember what I'm running in my suspension right now, but I can tell you I'm still running 30% sag in the rear and roughly that in the front. I mean, some guys would maybe run a firmer setup out here, but I kind of like having my bike still feel like as it should, a mountain bike. So yeah, even though it's you know, a slope-duro jib bike, I still wanted to have some good braking power. So obviously 200 in the front, 180 in the rear. That's all I need. Wow. So I'm running the Code Stealth on here. I really like this polished finish. Obviously it's like my jib bike, but still want to have some good braking power on there, and you know, it does still see the trails and riding the ranch and things like that. Yeah, so the Druid's definitely known to be like a trail destroyer, but you know, it's also a really good jib bike, play bike. You know, if you want to see more of that, go check out their YouTube. A lot of the guys and been shredding these things for a while now, and that's really what sold it for me, is seeing what everyone was doing. I love it. High pivot's new to me. you know, it took a little bit to get used to, but now I can't see myself going back, honestly. It's, I love it. Everything about it is great. And yeah, this is my go-to bike right now.